Hi Pisces, welcome to your November general love reading for 2019. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. For some of my long timers, you may notice there's a new setup here. I am dog watching for my mom who's on vacation, so I do apologize if the dogs start barking. If at best, take it as confirmation. At worst, I'll stop the video and redo it again. They're not the best behaved, so thank you for your patience and understanding. So let's get into this. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and or stellium in Pisces. And whatever, other placements you have, Pisces, that you feel drawn to watch this Pisces video, you're more than welcome to. This isn't going to resonate with every Pisces. Messages are said for those who need to hear them, and that's how my guides prioritize the messages I provide during this reading. So if this doesn't resonate with you, Pisces, I suggest checking your other signs and different placements, because depending on the planetary aspects in the sky, those signs may resonate with you more than your sun sign at this time. Crosswatchers, hi, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Pisces as well. Please keep in mind, guys, that energy is fluid. So if I'm saying a certain scenario where you feel like the roles should be totally flipped and reversed, please go ahead and do so. No need to throw shade in the comments. You're absolutely allowed to flip the roles should you feel like that resonates with your situation best. We all have divine masculine and feminine energies within us. So when I'm saying feminines or masculines, I'm referring to the energies. I'm not referring to the sex or gender. If anything is sex or gender specific, I will let you know. Alright, Pisces, so there was a couple messages when I was shuffling and getting into your energy. I have this sweet craving, like a sweet tooth I feel for a lot of you. And I don't know if you guys have been eating a lot of Halloween candy, or like I just had this like recent craving, like maybe you guys have been baking a lot more lately. Or Pisces, someone has this like craving for you, like you're this like delicious sugar craving that they need from you, Pisces. Someone's definitely having that energy towards you, and I think a lot of you are aware of it. Whether you want it or not, I'm not sure, but someone's definitely craving for you, Pisces. Another thing I noticed and I saw when I was shuffling and getting into your energy is, I don't know if someone has a Chinese or Japanese or character tattooed on somewhere on their body. That means it's one of those symbols that means something, translated into English, like joy, happiness, prosperity, something along those lines. Someone has tattoos of Chinese characters on them. And I also I got this energy of someone who's getting a tattoo, thinking of getting a tattoo, and something that relates to a passage, whether that's in a book, whether that's in a song, like a lyric, I don't know. But I was picking up on those energies as well. And I do feel like Pisces, music is very strongly incorporated to you in some way, whether you are a musician or you write music, or you've just been listening to music a lot lately. That's been really doing a lot of healing for you, some soul therapy for you. And if that's the case, continue to do so, because I think music was very highly beneficial for you at this time right now, Pisces. But let's get started with your reading. Alright. Angels, spirits, and guides. Ooh! There we go. Okay. That one fell on the ground. Let me go ahead and pick it up. Whew, sorry about that. What did fly out was the Chariot at the soul point of the reading. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, or to me as a reader, it could also be Sagittarius, but doesn't have to be. Woohoo! Ooh, Pisces. Okay. Oh, okay. So some of you are definitely dealing with a Virgo. Virgo got 4 swords in reverse too, at a different position. But Pisces, I'm feeling this like light energy from you this going after the things that excite you, that stimulate you. Again, like going after things that, it's as if you're in this new chapter in your life when it comes to love, like a brand new beginning. I don't know if some of you guys just met someone very recently that stirred this excitement in you. Also, some of you are moving, whether you're moving locations or you're moving in with someone, or even if you're moving out of a house where you were previously sharing with a group of people. It could be a lover, it could be family. You're on this new beginning, Pisces, that's very exciting, and it's something that you've been wanting to start, but it was just never the right time, I'm hearing. Like whether it was just not the right people were in your life, whether it was certain circumstances, like you had to save up for a certain amount of money to put a loan, or to find roommates, I'm getting for some of you, or just to like excel in this part of your job where you're like, okay, once I meet that goal, once I meet that criteria, then I can start this new beginning in my life. And that's exactly what you did, Pisces. You have a lot of knowledge. You've gained a lot through the experiences you've had in love. And for a lot of you, I am feeling this energy of moving away from someone, or moving away from a period of heartbreak, to really getting in this energy of, all right, what was done is done. I did what I could. I learned the lessons, and now I'm ready for new. And new is coming in for you, Pisces. And this was like, for some of you, a very big awakening of something that maybe some of you have almost felt like you settled for too long in a certain stagnation, that like nothing new was coming out of the situation, nothing exciting was happening. And instead of waiting around for too long, you finally took the risk and went for it. Whether that is asking someone as a commitment, whether that's moving away from a commitment, moving towards a commitment, whatever it is, Pisces, you're the one, I feel like, that initiated this risk and really went out there with a lighthearted energy. It's a beautiful light energy. But let's go ahead and clarify the Fool. Some of you could have Aries in your chart, or Aquarius, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius or an Aries. It doesn't have to be. Why is the Fool here for Pisces? That one wants to come out. Yeah, moving away from the devil. Moving away, and look where you're going. Towards your happiness. So, again, that's why I was feeling with that stagnation, or just that like bonding, that tying. It's going in the past. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn somewhere in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but you're going towards only what's going to fulfill you, excite you, grow you, expand you. And this is a huge beginning, Pisces. Huge. I really feel like a lot of you closed out some toxic shit in your life, toxic people, toxic situations. A lot of you, I am getting this feeling that you were very unhappy at a job where you were working, and you're starting to plan of, putting in resumes, reaching out to see where you can go elsewhere because you're not happy at your job, and you can see yourself expanding elsewhere. But that's a small message for some of you out there. Mostly, I feel like a lot of you, if you're not with a Capricorn, you could have left behind a Capricorn, but really it's like as if you moved away from someone that wasn't making you happy, that wasn't giving you that fulfillment, that desire to expand, that desire to grow. It's as if they kept on keeping you in the same place. Almost, I'm getting for some of you, this person may have been a bit controlling of you, and you're breaking free, Pisces. You're breaking free to your happiness. It's beautiful. Others of you, if you guys are in a serious commitment with a Capricorn, I think you and that Capricorn are going towards the happiness, whether that's elevating that relationship to a commitment, to moving in. I do feel strongly that's a message for some of you. And others of you, I do have to say, there may have been some addictions involved, whether that was drugs, sex, alcohol. Guys, addictions come through many different means. Someone could even have been addicted to you, Pisces. You may have had like some bit of codependency I'm getting from this, and that could have been some of the craving I was picking up on earlier. But that's all being moved away from. all being moved away from, because you're only going towards your happiness. It's beautiful. At the heart of it all, we have the Chariot. This is going down your divine path. You're finally on the right path to where you need to go in order to achieve that happiness, that sun energy. Again, some of you could have Cancer somewhere in your chart, could be involved with the Cancer, or Sagittarius for some. I do see Sagittarius sometimes as the Chariot, but victory in mind, determination in mind. Pisces, you know, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. And I do feel strongly that whatever you went through, you still picked yourself up and kept on going. And that's how you're going to continue to succeed, Pisces, is by, you know, accepting what's happened has happened. Whatever lessons you had to learn, you needed to learn them for a reason. And now you're back up, moving to the right place you need to be. You know, you're taking your light, you're taking your shadow, you're taking the good, you're taking the bad experiences that you went through, but it's all going towards the common goal: happiness, success, completion. You're very, very divinely guided at this time. I think you guys have been seeing a lot of synchronicities. I don't know why I'm hearing following the white rabbit. I don't know if you guys are in Alice in Wonderland, or like, it's almost as if you're just following these divine urges, intuitive hits that are leading you to the right place. Like once you say, okay, I'll follow spirit or universe's guidance, and then you see that it did happen, you're like, damn, I'm really watched over. I'm really protected right now, which you are, Pisces. You strongly are. Let's go ahead and clarify the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here for Pisces? I just keep on hearing you're on your divine path, Pisces. You're on your divine path. Oh, that one fell again. Yeah, because I think for a while, okay, so there's a couple messages coming up for you, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For some of you, I feel like your strength was really being tested. Whether it was your strength to break away from a toxic relationship, a toxic person, a toxic circumstance, or maybe you guys had to break away from a Leo. For some of you, I'm hearing a Leo was involved. This is the card of Leo, but someone was just taking your strength away, or trying to keep you trapped, trying to keep you burdened, tied down. This is almost very similar to the Aquarius reading. So I don't know if you're a Pisces Aquarian cusper, or if you have Aquarius in your chart. If you do, go ahead and check that one out. But this person, it was almost as if these, at the moment where you felt, Pisces, like you were just going to give up, that you were losing strength, losing faith, you were something within this awakening of yours, Pisces, whether there is a certain circumstance that happened, or a certain confirmation you receive or will receive in November, is going to push you on your right path. It's going to bring back your strength, back your confidence. And it's only by moving forward will you regain this strength, will you regain this faith and optimism. I feel a lot of you are just moving away from that feeling of being out of control, of, you know, losing your stability and feeding into ego, you know, fear-based thinking. No, you're unbroken. I'm hearing unbroken, Pisces. You're unbroken. You can't be broken. No, so whatever, if you ever face this time, or this person makes you feel broken, or you come into these situations that make you feel like you're on the verge of breaking, you can't be broken. Remember that, Pisces. I want to pull another card. Why is the Chariot here for Pisces? Sorry, Pisces. Why is the Chariot here for Pisces? Ooh. So, Pisces. Wow, okay. So what we have here is the Seven of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay, Pisces, so if you weren't the one that was feeling like your strength was being drained or taken away, I do feel like this is someone else in your life who tried to block out, ignore the connection and the love that they have for you, the feelings that they have for you. And as their strength is being waned, as they're being more and more tested, I feel because you moved on, you're only on to your happiness, your fulfillment, your goals. This is coming into a time where this person just can't block this off anymore, can't resist you anymore. They're seeing the farther you move away from them, for some of you, the more that they realize you're the one for them. And that's some shit, isn't it? I mean, this is Mercury retrograde season, especially with the Six of Cups. This is Scorpionic energy. Or, you know, you could be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But others of you, I'm getting the sense that for a while, Pisces, because you moved away from so many karmic situations, karmic relationships, it may have closed you off for a certain amount of time with your heart chakra. You weren't ready to open yourself up to be vulnerable because of healing that need to be had with, you know, I think it's like Pisces, like the more and more you felt like you were being played by people. I'm also getting like that a certain karmic, again, just kept on reappearing in your life, that you're finally ready to break free from, let go of. Even though they may say they have all this love for you, they can't let go of you, you're ready to let go of them, you're ready to move on. And others of you, where I was going with that whole blocking off thing, it's like you realize this new person that came into your life, or that you've had this, for some of you, I'm just getting this like new beginning of something with someone. And if that's the case and you guys are resonating with that, it's like you're finally opening up that kind, sweet, gentle, loving emotions you had to block off for so long, to hide away for so long, to protect yourself, to protect your heart. I almost feel like there's like a no more holding back, a no more resistance to what is really coming about. The harder that it resists, the more the love grows, is really what I'm hearing right now. And I think, you know, depending on what situation you're in and what scenario you resonate with, regardless, you're moving forward. You're moving forward. Sorry, my phone dropped. Whether this is, you know, moving forward to a new beginning, moving forward with someone to grow, or moving forward away from someone so you can have this prosperity, have your, what's meant to be yours. You're being guided down the right path, Pisces. What's crossing is the Six of Swords. Moving away from, breaking free from. Again, some of you are moving in with someone, and that's clearly what this is, but really just having that peace of mind. Again, like this woman had chains around her neck. They're broken now. She's free now. Whether it's a she, he, I'm just saying she because of the picture. Free to have the love that was always meant for them. That they have dreamt about, that they envisioned, that they thought of all the time. It's coming into fruition, and it's because you're moving forward. It's because you're breaking free. And it was very tough. It was very painful for a lot of you. It was a very, very tough karmic for some of you to break free from. But now you're finally free. Now you're free to have the love, to give the love, to receive the love that you've been waiting for, that you've been hoping for. And I think, Pisces, for some of you, for a long time, it was as if like you couldn't stop thinking about a certain person that you were just over. Could be vice versa, Pisces. They could be thinking of you again. But it was like, why can't I stop thinking about this person? I'm so over them. I'm so done with them. A lot of it had to do with because they were still, like as you see this man hunching over this woman, they were still thinking of you, still energetically connected to you. But finally, with you making that mental move, that total energetic pullback that eventually resulted in you stopping thinking of them, it ended that energetic connection, and it's putting you on the right path. Others of you, I do feel someone wanting to come towards you, Pisces. Someone wanting to, again, make amends, I'm hearing, with you. But honestly, for a lot of you, I don't think you give a damn. For some of you, where you're feeling like that person, this person that you know is coming back, a lot of you, I know you're done with it. And I think November, for those of you that resonate with that, you're finally going to have that closure, or you're going to give them that closure that you're just not interested anymore. And that's when you're finally able to move forward, move, away from, with success is the key word, with success. What's crowning this is the Two of Cups. Pisces, for this new connection I feel that a lot of you have with someone, it's very strong. It's very emotionally, like you guys have had some deep conversations. And it's not just like, oh, how's the weather? How's your job? It's like, what do you believe in? What do you envision for yourself? I'm almost getting like very spiritual conversations here that I feel like, Pisces, you're igniting in them. Like you're giving them this spiritual awakening within themselves that they never felt before. Like maybe before they're like, oh, I'm not that spiritual. I've thought about what happens after you die, but I've never been really exploring anything past that, further than that. You've been that gateway for them to really start thinking about their true bonds with people, their spirituality, and more importantly, they're starting to really fall in love with you, Pisces. And I feel like for those of you that are in this new connection that makes you very happy, that isn't anything like you had before with that karmic or any people in your life that ended up screwing you over, taking advantage of you or what have you. This is equal reciprocation in emotions, equal love. This is a new, very beautiful, loving, caring, devoted. And again, some of you could be dating this person for the last few months, last year maybe, but it's like really elevating to this new level. Again, pick what resonates. But again, I just feel this sort of, it took a while for you to really open up, Pisces, for a lot of you. Again, it could be vice versa, but I am getting the sense that it was hard for you to really open up. But once that you started to open up, once that door started to slowly creak open, then they saw the really beautiful soul that you have. And the more they wanted to invest in it, spend some time with, getting to know you more. It's been absolutely beautiful. What's rooting this is the Hanged Man. And that's that stagnation I was feeling, Pisces, that resistance towards it. Again, my feminine Pisces or feminine cross-watchers, I feel like the feminine energies were the ones that were hurt the most. Again, it could be vice versa, but I'm really feeling this feminine energy of the want that your soul was craving to provide and give, but through the actions of others, you didn't feel like you almost felt like your kind, giving, loving heart was only for people to take advantage of. And it's not true, Pisces, if some of you feel that way. It's not true. I feel like as much as you've been wary of opening yourself up, you're coming to the realization that this time around it's not going to be the same. This time around people aren't going to hurt you, take advantage of you. I do feel like this person, whether you've already met them or they're going to come into your life in November, is someone who's never lost hope in being with you, Pisces. I feel like this may be someone you've rejected or blocked or closed yourself off from. But no matter how many times you may have done that, they still had hope in being with you. And others of you, it's like as if finally now you're coming to that realization by just closing yourself off has done nothing but make things more stagnant, hasn't grown things past where it's been for you or for the connection and the relationship in general. I do feel like you finally come to that realization that now it is time to open up. You've done your part of breaking free from past connections, karmic lessons, toxic situations, and now you've done that work. It's time for you to receive, Pisces. It's time for you to receive. Some of you have very nice legs, and this person loves your legs. Or you've been complimented on your legs. Some of you could be tall, but doesn't, again, not all of you. But they've never given up hope. For those of you where you just did have to take that time to really do your healing so you could give that love that we all know a lot of Pisces have the potential and capability of giving. That's when, you're really going to start to continue to go down your divine path, your right path. That realization that you're worthy of giving and receiving love, and that this person knows you're worthy of giving and receiving love, that's really going to make it solid and expand and grow and evolve. In the recent past, we have the Lovers. This is definitely the card that's popping up for most of the readings today. So there's a few things I'm getting from this, Pisces. Some of you definitely had to leave and clear space from someone who you thought was your soulmate, someone who you thought was someone that you were going to spend your life with, have a family with, marry, and go towards a different direction where now that you've cleared that space, you have space to receive that love, to have that true love come into your life. That's for some of you. Others of you, I feel strongly that this is the person you've recently met or connected with within the last year, that has really cemented that they're falling for you, Pisces. They're falling for you. And I think, slowly but surely, as you come out of that time of not being sure to give, not knowing, what to give, when to give, and, that uncertainty of opening yourself up again, slowly but surely you are. And as you're doing that, you're seeing the love that you put out there is being reciprocated back to you, is coming back to you. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Some of you could also be dealing with a Taurus. For me, the Lovers is Taurus as a reader. But you guys could have even left those signs behind. Doesn't have to be the signs. But you're making the right choice for yourself, where you made the choice of, either leaving something behind or opening up for the new. Opening up to someone that you recognize is worthy of that love that you have. Oh God. Okay, in the near future, we do have strength. So we saw strength. That's what I was saying, Pisces. When we saw strength in reverse, for you being on your right path by giving the love you know that you can give, and by receiving that love is some sort of confirmation, validation that you're on the right path. It will come up right? That's what I was saying earlier. Right now, or where you were before, it was, you felt your strength waning. Either you or the person you're dealing with. But now it's coming to fruition. Now it's coming upright. You feel confident. You feel strong. You feel like you've conquered so much, which you have, Pisces. And it's from learning those lessons, and it's from learning those lessons and not sitting in that energy of resentment, sitting in that energy of hate, sitting in that energy of why me, why do I always have to go through this, why, you're not taking self-pity, you're not sitting in that sort of woe is me energy. You're using what you had learned, the good and the bad, and you're moving forward to that strong, capable, beautiful, loving, glowing energy as you tame that fear-based thinking of, this, I'll never have love, love isn't for me, that fear-based energy that maybe some of you are recently just overcoming. And I feel like a lot of you, this relationship that is new or that you just started or that you've been progressing in is really bringing your strength back to you. That may have been crushed, that may have been demolished by other people in the past that just didn't do right by you. You will soon recover, Pisces. You will soon be very graceful. You will soon be very giving, loving, having faith in knowing that everything you went through, it was for your growth, your evolution, your increase in faith. It happened for a reason, Pisces. By the way, Pisces, how many major arcanas do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. That's amazing. This is such a pivotal time in your love life, in whatever love means for you. You're growing, you're evolving. This is a big, big time in your life. Whatever you chose to go forward to, whatever you chose to leave behind, you're now on your right path. You right now, Pisces, the Tower. Some of you, why your heart was closed off is because someone betrayed you. Cheating, third-party situations for some of you. Others of you, there may have been an unrequited love situation or someone chose someone over you, Pisces, and it hurt you. But, I can't emphasize it enough. Rejection is protection from, whatever or whoever you were rejected by. They weren't meant to be in your life. You weren't meant to be together forever. If anything, it was a karmic lesson for some of you, okay? Others of you, you're coming to this realization, this awakening of who is really right for you and who isn't. And cutting out whoever isn't right for you, any situations, any people, so you can be with the person that is right for you. And honestly, Pisces, I get this energy, especially if you had a controlling energy that you were dealing with in the past, or someone who is almost obsessive, I'm getting by you or with you, Pisces, they're not going to be very happy about it. But tough shit. Honestly. You only need to do what's right for you, Pisces. I just feel like part of this closing of your heart is because you felt like you gave so much of yourself with nothing in return. And you're finally doing things that are helping you, benefiting you. But take that in a fine balance, Pisces. As much as you should and deserve to do things that best yourself, don't turn that energy into something where it's only for you, right? Turn that energy into knowing what you deserve, wanting what you deserve, but not like hoarding all that love you can give. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But let's clarify the Tower situation, because I think a lot of you guys are just coming into this realization of yourselves, of your worth. Anything that was from the past, from childhood experiences or any past relationships that crumbled you down, you are coming out of that. It was a shitty foundation it was built on, and now it's crumbling down so you can rebuild stronger, wiser. Yeah, Pisces, what did I say? Oh, with this Chariot, again, at the bottom of the deck, you're headed on your right path. Okay, let's break this down. Pisces, again, you know your worth. You're holding on to your worth. You're knowing what makes you happy. And finally realizing, by letting go of the people that weren't making you happy, the circumstances that weren't making you happy, it was the best move for you. As angry as they were out of your reaction, or out of their reactions for what you did, as you know, I feel like a lot of them tried to pull you back. You weren't having that. You held your ground. You stood your ground. You held back from the people that were just draining you, because you recognized that they're not part of your path. They're not part of your end game. They were part of the struggles you had to learn, but that was it. You're only going to focus on what makes you happy. You're going to be very choosing of what and who you give your energy to and what you don't. But again, Pisces, I have this urge and this need to say, like, make sure you're not closing yourself too off to whoever this person, either they're in your life now that's not that karmic toxic energy, or if it's someone that's going to come into your life soon. Make sure you're not holding back from them, because that's where an opportunity can be missed, okay? That's for some of you. I feel like if that's for you, you would know it, okay? The energy surrounding you, Pisces, I'm getting a couple different things from here, okay? So for some of you, this is the person I felt that energy of obsession. They felt like, Pisces, and I'm just the messenger for some of you that this resonates with, they felt like you were easily controlled, that you were easily manipulated, and now that you're gone, they can't stop thinking about you, can't stop realizing what they've lost. But I'm not feeling it a very genuine way. I'm feeling it in a way of, I lost my fuel, I lost my person that would always, you know, validate my worth for me. A very selfish type of thing. You could have been dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Others of you, I'm feeling, Pisces, whoever you may be connecting with, that is trying to show you this love that they have for you, they may feel like every single time they try to reach out to you, give love to you, it's as if you're kind of closed off from them emotionally, physically, sexually. And it's because I feel like a lot of you may still be worried about repeating the past, or worried about opening up in general again. And this person can sense it. This person can feel that, detect that. Sorry, this is a message of confirmation for someone. One or both of you have very nice silk sheets. Very sexy silk sheets that feel very good on the skin. But Pisces, they're starting to pick up on the fact that you're closed off, that you're not opening up, and it's making them even confused. Does Pisces even want me? Am I giving too much? You know, so just be careful of that. Again, Pisces. Highest hopes, we have the Ten of Wands. Pisces, I feel very strongly that this is, the highest hopes is letting go of these burdens, letting go of these, you know, that what I was feeling earlier in the reading, like that burden off your shoulders, that lightness again. So you two can really live that happy life, prosperous life, passionate life that both of you want. I don't know if one of you guys wear a lot of ripped jeans, like a lot of holes in the jeans, or just like you guys recently bought a pair of ripped jeans. But it's like letting go of any doubt, any fear. You know, it's the end of that. So you guys can truly support each other. So you guys can truly, it's not like, you know, one person feels like they're doing more work than the other. It's really something you both are working to have a solid foundation with. The end of, I almost feel like someone feels like they're a burden on someone else. Let's go ahead and clarify this. Why is the Ten of Wands here for Pisces? Yeah, so do I need to say more? Letting go of any sort of anything that could prevent this prosperous growing of this love. Lovers again came out twice. True emotional happiness and fulfillment. I feel like almost as if with the Queen of Wands showing up here, Pisces, I do have to say I feel like this is your energy. You're very attractive, very magnetic, very sexy, and you're only going after and pursuing things again that make you happy. And I'm saying that because I see the sunflower here and the sunflower here with the sun. That was in your energy. And I almost feel like Pisces, it's like with this breaking free and finally doing the things that you want to do, that liberated feeling. Some of you could have fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It has dropped a lot of burdens for you, so you could go pursue that happiness, that love. Others of you, I almost feel like this person may I'm almost getting the sense that this person wants you to recognize, you know, they see you as this beautiful, magnetic, attractive person. And they want you to know those qualities within you and that they can provide you with this emotional fulfillment, this love. They have a lot of love for you, not just sexual attraction, but also emotional attraction. They want the whole 9 yards with you, Pisces. But they think almost as if sometimes you feel like this connection's burdening you because of, for some of you, in the process of finally opening up, that you haven't opened up to them before. So again, take what resonates. Deepest fears, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. What's interesting about this, Pisces, that I feel for a lot of you is that the person that you cut out, for some of you, that karmic energy that you cut out, will maybe resurface again. That is something you're dreading, something you're not wanting, something that you're avoiding like it's the plague. Others of you, I almost feel like someone's fearing that something's going to be said that's going to, you know, that maybe hasn't been said, has been kept to themselves. Whatever they say is going to lead to something that really shows that it is unrequited love, or that it is something that isn't worth working on, and to move on from, and not to still hold hopes of. Let's go ahead and clarify this too. I'm really curious about the Four of Swords in reverse. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse? Oh yeah, confusion. Seven of Cups, so it's like it's as if it really comes out to either you, Pisces, or someone else coming out and saying, look, like, the reason why I haven't connected with you is because I don't really know what I want at this time. I don't know if I want to be with you. I don't know if it's the right time to be with you. And that's why I've kept my distance. That's why I've kept my space to myself, is because I have all these different options I'm thinking about with this new beginning. Where I can go, who I can be with, what do I want to do. And I'm not really sure if it's you. Is really what I'm getting from that strongly. Whether it's you, Pisces, or the person you're connecting with, That's the deepest fear. For the likely outcome of this situation, we're going to go ahead and take that to Vimeo. So if you're interested in joining me for the extended reading of seeing what the likely outcome of this is going to be for you, Pisces, and any advice for you going into mid-November, go ahead and check out the description box. The link to the Vimeo will be there. But before we go, I will pull a card for whoever is still in your energetic field, whoever, you know, this new person is, or whatever love is coming in towards you that isn't negative, that isn't toxic. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about the connection with you? And what their energy is like towards this connection. How does this person feel about Pisces? What is their energy towards Pisces? Worth waiting for. Yep, absolutely. Worth waiting for and getting to know each other. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Pisces, this kind of confirms everything that I was, as you guys, you know, started that connection, it's as if they more and more fell in love with you, as they got to know you, as they saw that beautiful heart you have, as you know, they do know it's hard for you at this time to open up, or they sense that in some way. But they know it's worth waiting for you, Pisces. They know that the stagnation in the relationship was worth it because you were doing your healing, you were doing your growth. And it could be vice versa too, again. But they feel like, you know, the more they get to know you, the more that they love you, Pisces, the more they understand that this is worth waiting for. It's worth giving you your time. Worth for you to figure things out, worth in, you know, holding it out for you. Again, I was picking up on the energy. They never lost hope in being with you. They never lost hope in growing with you. And it's completely true. They feel, again, like this is divinely guided. And Pisces, I feel like you are finally on that right path towards this person, away from toxicity, towards things that you deserve and love, equal reciprocation, equal love, great sex, amazing, you know, whatever you think is important in love, you're finally moving towards that. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, Pisces, I'm going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo. If you're interested in joining me for the extended reading, go ahead and check the description box for the link. If this is where we depart, Pisces, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. You're on the right path. There's nothing, you know, you've done your work and now you're just going through it. The realizations, the psychic hits that you're getting, the intuitive hits that you're getting, listen to those, because I do feel like they are guiding you towards your right path and towards either the right person, or if you're having this wonderful connection that I was describing that was aside from the toxic energy, it will flourish into something beautiful. So Pisces, if you resonated with this reading, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and check out the description box for the extended reading. I love you guys so much, and I wish you all the best. Take care.